Welcome to ABC's simple guide to measuring and installing our superb cafe blinds.
Here are the fast and easy steps you'll need to take.
First, here are the tools you'll need for the installation of your ABC blinds.
To begin with, you need to take accurate inside measurements as shown here.
Fill out all the measurements on the appropriate form for the blind you want.
The top beam needs to be level. This is very important. The side posts can be a different length if the site is sloping. It's important to allow for the slope on the paving or decking to enable any water to run off easily. How to measure for an automatic awning. When you're measuring to fit an automatic awning, you need to know whether you're fitting onto bricks or posts. If you're fitting onto brick, we recommend you fit the awning 100 millimeters each side of the window. If fitting onto timber patio posts, please allow 30 millimeters from the edge of each post. If a continuous awning is required, please allow 30 millimeters on each side of the post. The head box can be fitted under the eaves or 200 millimeters above the window, if the height is available. The extra height will ensure the awning is not visible through the window when the awning is not in use. If you are unsure of precisely what you need to do, simply send a photograph to us and we'll let you know exactly what the best options are for you. You can post us the photograph or scan it into your computer and email it to us at sales@abcblinds.com.au. All blind size reductions will be calculated by the factory based on your measurements, so it's important that they're accurate.
How to install an ABC Blinds automatic awning.
Step 1. Unpack the box and lay out all the components. Please note that screws are not included. You will need to obtain screws to complete the installation. Step 2. Fit the head box by fixing the end caps to the wall. It's absolutely critical that the head box is fitted level. The recommended screws are as follows. The recommended screws to use are, for timber, use an 8 gauge self-drilling into timber screw. These steel screws are zinc coated. If you're drilling into steel, you'll need self-drilling zinc Phillip drive 8 to 18 gauge screws. For bricks, you need to use green wall plugs and 10 gauge 37 millimeter timber screws. Step 3. Secure the guide arms to the head box. Fit to the bottom hole of the head box cover.
Different size arms can be ordered to extend the projection of the fabric. This is explained in more detail when ordering the awning.
Step 4. Secure the roller into the head box as shown. Then position the ends into the bracket. Slide the pins into the groove. Slide the auto arm into the guide arm, as shown here. Step 5. Screw the auto arm onto the guide arm on both sides. The screw will already be in the base rail. Step 6. Lower the blind to the bottom of the guide arms. Slide on the L bracket to the bottom of the guide arms. It is important to make sure the guide arms are level and vertical. They won't slide down if they aren't parallel. Then, screw the L bracket into the wall. The recommended screws are as follows. The recommended screws to use are, for timber, use an 8 gauge self-drilling into timber screw. These steel screws are zinc coated. If you're drilling into steel, you'll need self-drilling zinc Phillip drive 8 to 18 gauge screws. For bricks, you need to use green wall plugs and 10 gauge 37 millimeter timber screws. Please note that if the blind has a drop greater than 2000 millimeters, then a pull ring is required. This goes in the middle of the base rail, so you can move the base rail with the pull stick supplied. Step 7. Operate by tilting the base rail back and down towards the window. This will release the auto arm so you can then lower or raise the blind.
How to operate your 5-sided base rail blinds with zips and the tube and stirrup blinds.
Step 1. Undo the locks. Step 2. Undo the zips, making sure to pull the zips right to the top of the blind. Step 3. Remove the cord from the cleats. Step 4. Pull the cord down to roll up the blind. Step 5. Tie the cords around the cleats. Note that small blinds will require training to roll them up straight. If the blind is not rolling up and down straight, take the time to lower it and re-roll it up slowly and carefully.
How simple is that?